Hello, three people. Who are you? Come in and say hi. Nope, you're not going anywhere, Angie. Hi, Lilybug. How are you? Nice to see you. I just thought I'd come on for a few minutes. I haven't been on for a while. And I had to get away from watching The Carpenters. I am hooked on everything, and I just found a new documentary on them. It's a 3-part, and it's really good. And since I used to live right by there and always having some kind of interaction with her, not personally, but because we lived so close, I would see her, and a couple of my friends knew her. I'm going back looking at all this different locations that he's showing, and it's just reminiscent of when I was young. Hey, Peggy, how are you? Hope you guys are doing well. What's everybody doing? Weather's nice here. It's not too hot, thank God. It's going to start, I know, but right now it's only 72. Hi, 8 people. If you could hit the like button, I'd appreciate it. Hey, Dana, how are you? Yeah, okay, there it is. It's this one. The Carpenter's Story Location, Part 1, and he has 3 parts to it. It's really, really informative. Stuff that trust me, I've watched every documentary that I've ever seen. This one I did not see, and he gives a lot of personal detail, when they first got here, where they lived, the apartments and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm glad that you caught my live. What's everyone doing? I know for some of you, it's already like 6 or 7 o'clock going on. For me, it's only just about 10 to 4. Hey, Thing, how are you? If you could hit that like, I'd appreciate it. It helps with the algorithm. Even if it's a thumbs down, I don't care. It all goes into the algorithm. Hey, Wendy, how are you? I'm doing good. I was just getting ready to go out. I wanted to wait till it got a little bit later to wash down my patio cover. The patio furniture. And put my, there, that's what it looks like. If you're looking for it on YouTube, it's from YouTube, you guys. So go look him up. It's really interesting. But anyway, it's been raining so much here, and I'm not complaining, but I haven't been able to put out my cushions to my patio cover. So I want to wash all that down and then put them up. I do have a garden, but it's not much of a garden right now because I haven't really planted anything because of the weather. Actually, I was just thinking I need to get my tomatoes, my basil, my peppers, all that kind of stuff. It just hasn't been hot enough, if you can believe that. I know, Peggy, isn't it weird? But the weather really has, for here as well, been very cool. A lot of rain. Oh yeah, I do believe that, Wendy. It is good. I love in the summer when I've planted everything in the spring and go out and I water and all. It is. It's really relaxing. Yeah, the weather has really been strange. And I think I've been getting things. I'm still going to do my fake bakes, but I'm getting a little bit into like the purse charms and the pins and the pokers, the craft, pokers, decorating them. And I want to try to make spoon rings, you guys. I think I want to make spoon rings. Oh, Lord, what's happening to me? You've been gardening for over 25 years, Cass? That's great. I mean, I'm not a real green thumb. I wish I was. I mean, I guess I'm green enough, but not as green as I'd want to be. But yeah, I'd like to be more. You've been diamond painting lately? I have diamond paintings. I haven't tried them yet. You have about 60 pots and 2 gardens. See, I do a lot of my planting in pots too, Cass. Because I have a little area where I have done, actual in the ground, but I don't know what, they're not mice. What are they, moles? And some bunnies get in there, and the snails, oh my Lord. But they even get into the pots. And I don't want to use anything that could hurt my dogs when they're outside or what I'm eating, because I planted lettuce, and you know what? My lettuce came back. My lettuce came back this year. Can you believe that? I planted it in a pot, and sure as heck, I've got a butter leaf and not romaine. It's kind of reddish, but it came back. I was shocked. Where do you get that at, Cass? Does it hurt the animals? I would love to have a little greenhouse. So many animals come in after dark. Yes, because we even have raccoons. Well, I've had coyotes in my backyard, but that was years ago. Haven't had one that I know of since. But the raccoons still come in, and yeah. Can you believe my lettuce came back? That is the strangest thing I ever saw. I went outside and I went, oh, good grief. Look, my lettuce came back. I was so happy. But yeah, you can grow anything, even in pots. Even if you don't have a backyard or just an apartment or a condo, you can put pots out there. I grew my tomatoes last year in my pots. Love my tomatoes. And I have a lot of mint because I got one of those, those things that make seltzer water, where you put the container in where the water is, and then you pump it down and it becomes seltzer. Well, I bought mint, because mint, it'll overgrow if you put it in the ground, but I have it in a pot. And I put fresh ginger, fresh lemon, and mint with the seltzer water. It is really good. You're trying to establish a perennial garden? Been working on it for 7 years. Wow. That's right. That's right, Wendy. Oh my gosh, do I see hawks? Oh, are you kidding me? And you know what's weird? We're seeing hawks, like 2 and 3 of them together, but they're not dumb. They know where these certain animals are. I am convinced of it, because they'll come and they'll circle, but I don't ever leave my dogs out by themselves. Never. If I had to, one started coming at me one time when I was holding Angie last year. And you don't realize how big they are when you see them in the sky. But when they start coming towards you, those suckers, some of them are huge, huge. And if they got one of their talons into them, you know what I'd do? I would just throw myself on my dog. Well, I would try to not throw on to squish it, but you know what I'm saying? I would. I would definitely throw myself over my dog. And if those talons got into me, I mean, I know it would be heck, but I'd do it. They're very big. Oh, I wished I had doves. Yes. And it's amazing because I saw one time, it was on my neighbor's roof. I am not exaggerating when I tell you the wingspan of that had to be at least 6 feet. From one wing to the other had to be at least 6 feet, no exaggeration. And it was sitting on the roof. And I'm telling you, it took off. It found something because my neighbor lives, their backyard would bump right into the canyon. So there's a lot of wildlife down there. And I'm the next street up. So I saw it go down. And when it went down, I mean, it went down like a bullet. I mean, I'm not kidding. That hawk went so fast. Because you think, a bird, they're going to kind of glide down. These things can come down so fast. It's crazy. It is crazy. So if I see them anywhere circling, I'll bring the dogs in because they're so fast. You just don't know. Okay, Cass, bye. Thanks for stopping in. Yes, they do. They swoop. And you guys, did you know I retired? Some people know. I am completely retired now. Before I was semi-retired from the grocery business and then to Hobby Lobby. And when I turned 10, yeah, we can only wish. When I waited for my 10-year and I retired. So now I'm completely retired. Oh, they definitely are considered food. Oh, yeah, they can pick up dogs. They can pick up little animals easy. Well, what's sad is they pick them up and then they drop them. I mean, it's barbaric how they do. I mean, ugh, I can't even stand it. Speaking of, I don't know what I'm going to have. I think I might make, well, I might just have a salad. I don't know. I'm thinking that's what yes, Peggy, I'm so thankful. Oh, yeah, I am so over it. It's not even funny. Oh, yeah, no, the customers, as time went on, years went on, yeah. Yeah. No, they didn't. Hey, Shannon, how are you? How you doing? What's new? Yeah, I think I'm going to use my, well, Wendy, they gave me a $500 gift card. And I got my pen and my plaque. What was I? Oh, Murphy's oil is what I'm going to wash my patio cover down with and then dry it real good. But yeah, I'm glad that the next chapter, but when you fully retire, it's like, okay, now that's it. So what's the next big thing in life? Uh-oh. You're having leftovers, pizza, pasta, salad, pizza, pasta, and salad. Oh, I love that. You retired too, Shannon? Oh, good. Cool. Yep. So that, I mean, not too much is happening right now. My daughter-in-law, she's done with her chemo, and they're going to do no chemo starting in May, which is just what, 2 days away, 3. And so the month of May, no chemo, and then they're going to do another PET scan. I believe it is CAT scan, PET scan, and if they see nothing, she will be in remission and will not have to have treatment. And that's what we're praying for. And yeah, that's what we're just going to hold on to, that she doesn't have to have any more treatment. Oh, I'd love the East Coast. That's right. The next thing in life is whatever you make it feel comfortable. Well, yeah, and that's why I'm thinking about trying those new things. I might try to sell. I don't know if I will or not. I really don't. I've always been so weird about that. Yes, thank you, Shannon. The puppies, oh, good. Well, Gracie got in a little bit of trouble because she keeps, I put her in her playpen right now because this barricade that I have, she's winning. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get one of those things that you use for reports. You know, it's like a tri-fold. They're kind of tall. I'm going to go try to get one of those and put a couple holes in it and take a string and tie it. I'm telling you, this puppy can get out of anything. And what happens is when she does, she'll run through the house. And when I tell you she's like speed lightning, I am not exact. I have never seen a dog go so fast in my life. And she'll get out. Well, you know, when they start getting out, sometimes they'll pee to mark their areas, right? And that's not what I want to happen. So she just had her 3rd shot of her DHP, I think it is, or whatever for them, for parvo. So she's been able to go outside. I tried to get some video. She was running so fast, I could hardly keep the camera on her. I'm going to try to put something up on my shorts. I'm telling you, it was hysterical to watch her outside. I mean, it was like, I'm free. She's just running around. And she was so tired last night that she conked out. But anyway, she got out today and she knows better because I'll say, you know, no, Gracie, and bring her back in. Sure as heck, well, I couldn't find her. I couldn't find her. And I'm freaking out thinking now, okay, all the doors are shut. There's no way she can be outside, but where the heck is she? And so I finally found her. And so I said, okay, I have this little playpen type thing that's right here with all of us so she can see us. But I put her in there and she didn't even try to fight it. So now she's laying down. Do they have the trifold at Dollar Tree? Oh, I'll go there. Yeah. So I'm going to try to make a barricade that way just for a couple more months until she gets a little bit bigger now that she's going outside and all. But because I like to know where she is, where I can see her. And getting up every 2 minutes because she gets out of this one is just no bueno. But she always makes a big hit at the vet. Oh my gosh, all those girls that work there go nuts over her. So this last time we had her in, the vet said she's not going to get very big. She said she'll probably get to about 7 pounds if that, but she's going to be more on the tiny side. And but anyway, they all go nuts. So when the girl came in to go take her for her last shot, she goes, okay, we might be a few minutes because every time you bring her in, everyone wants to see her. So the girl was bringing her out to us after it was done. Well, there was a pit bull there. And Gracie started to see us and she started to wiggle. Well, she almost wiggled out of that assistant's hands. You should have seen me jump up towards her because I could see that pit bull started to run towards Gracie. The guy had the leash, but still the leash was long, and I'm thinking, oh my God. So I started to run. The assistant looked over and grabbed closer onto Gracie because she's a wiggle worm. I mean, she'll wiggle right out of your hands. You have to hold her really tight, you know. So I had a moment of my heart stopping. You know, I will double them up, Shannon. That's a good idea because if I can get it at Dollar Tree, I thought they only sold poster board. But if they sell that, I will double it up and then I'll poke a couple holes and take some ribbon and tie it around the end table where I have those pillows right now. And it'll look better too. But yeah, I'm going to do that. I got to do something because I'll tell you what, she's smart. Oh yeah, the hawks will watch from a distance. They sure will. Yeah, I'm praying for the best too for her. That's for sure. She's really gotten through it, I'll tell you, because they were very aggressive in what they were doing. Can you hear me? I just got a phone call and I let it go. Let me know if you can hear me. Hey, Pink, how are you? Guys, let me know if you can still hear me. Okay, good. Because sometimes when I've gotten a phone call, people can't hear me after. Okay, good. Oh, I know, Wendy. Trust me. Trust me when I tell you. I'm always out there looking when I take them out, you know, and even when they're just going out to go potty. And then at night, what you have, I mean, I never leave them, even at night, because at night, then you have the owls and you have the coyotes. And coyotes can jump. People, I sometimes don't realize how high a coyote can jump, but they can jump. Hey, Justin, how are you? Are you just getting, oh, wait, I guess you can't answer me, Pink, because you're driving. But good to see you. Your live was good the other night. What have you been doing, Justin? Do any of you guys in here like the Carpenters? I love her voice. I can't get over what a good documentary this is. And I don't know how I never saw it. I don't know how because when I tell you I've watched every documentary, I mean I've watched every documentary until this one. You have an African gray parrot. The vet told me hawks will swoop even under umbrellas. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Hi, Jenna. How are you? Oh, I know. Her voice is... I mean, her voice was just so effortless. You know what I mean? It was just so pure and just like nothing. You know what I mean? Just it was nuts. Her voice was magic. I mean, she was just crazy. And like I told you, because I used to see her a lot with her mom, because where I lived and where she lived, it was only cities, just a city away. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it, but just a city away. So it was, just 10, 15 minutes from one to the other. So they always used to come in to where the shopping center was. Well, there was two malls in the area that they used to always go into. But she was such a little thing. Tiny. I mean, tiny. Her mom was taller than her. And, but she was tiny, tiny. And then Richard, he used to go into the Cerritos Mall, and I'd see him. And then the family used to like to go to Red Robin, because there was a Red Robin restaurant inside the mall. And we saw them go in there a few times. Two of my girlfriends went to high school with her at Downey High. She had the eating disorder because one of the photographers and somebody in a magazine wrote about her being chubby, and she was always self-conscious of that anyway, and that did her in. So she started well, she wasn't bulimic, but she was anorexic. She would eat very little, and if what she did eat, she would throw up. And I think it got to the point with her, I was just talking to my daughter about it last night, because she likes her a lot too. And I don't know that she could ever have quit, to be perfectly honest. But what caused the heart attack, and it was a heart attack that she died from, in complication with anorexia. But the actual diagnosis of why she died was a heart attack, heart failure. But what she was, I can't remember the name of it. It was kind of like what Epicac would be, but I don't know if it was Epicac exactly. But she would drink that to throw up. And you know when you throw up, how your heart starts to, beat really fast, and you start sweating and all that? I mean, I could never do it because I hate to throw up. I can't stand throwing up. And she did laxatives, so she would become very dehydrated. And when she'd look at herself, she would look at herself as heavy, even when she was skin and bones, and she saw herself, which, they do when you have that. They do see themselves as still not as thin as other people see them. And I think it just became so much that her body couldn't do anything else but do that. She just couldn't stop herself. Even when she was getting treatment, they would find this stuff in her condo or in her purse. Her mom found stuff in her purse, and she just couldn't stop. It was very pathetic. Being only 32 years old, she was so young. It was just a tragic, tragic loss. Yeah, she's got a good voice too. Oh yeah, it was terrible. Well, and see, that's the thing, Wendy, somebody can say something to a person, and if they're self-conscious of it anyway, they can destroy a person by that, Hi, pussycat, pussycat, I love you. Yes, I do. Oh, yeah. No, it's a known fact that, Richard was the one. And they were saying that when Karen, people would go on about her, she would be talking about Richard. And I think she just wanted the approval of her mom also. Not that her mom didn't love her, but a lot of the accolades that her mom gave would go to Richard. Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. When you look up to a parent and they say something like that to you, it can devastate. It can devastate. Hi, Janae. How are you? That's right. Words are like daggers. That's right. The old saying, sticks and stones. That's the biggest bunch of bull I've ever heard, because unfortunately, words never go away. Your mind can't get rid of words. You know what I'm saying? Those words stick. And when things like that are said, and especially to someone, to a child or whatever, or someone that you love, and they say someone says something to you that you really, respect or love or whatever, it can devastate. It can devastate and it can destroy. So yeah, words are not just words. I mean, they can, good or bad. Yeah, they never go away. Never go away. That's why now, verbal abuse is a real thing. Verbal abuse is real. It's just as real as physical abuse. Oh, yeah. Me too, Wendy. I definitely remember. Most definitely. Yep, it's terrible. It can really do you in. And the thing is, she wanted children so bad, but because of how much how abused her body was at that point, I don't know if she ever could have carried a child. I really don't. And who knows even if she, had a monthly. Because a lot of times when that happens and girls are anorexic, they stop their cycle altogether because their body is so screwed up from, now I'm talking serious anorexics, but it will stop everything. Oh, yeah. Well, like bullies at school. I mean, I was bullied in school when I was a kid, when I was little. I mean, I'm talking, when did it start? Bullying started when I was probably towards the end of 5th grade, 6th, and then 7th got real bad. And then I thought, well, either I'm going to lay down and take this, or I'm going to have to do something about it. So I decided to do something about it. Now, not saying that I became one that wouldn't put up with anything. Only for self-preservation. You know what I mean? You get to that point, you think, okay, this is not going to go well if I keep letting it go, or I'm going to have to start sticking up for myself. And that's what I did. And I've been that way ever since. So I don't put up with a whole lot. I can turn someone off in a minute flat. If I start to see what they're like, it's like I never knew them. And that really is the truth. But I did get in trouble. I used to get in trouble. I got suspended for fighting. I think back on some of the stuff, but that's okay. I was never a bully, though. I never bullied, but I would finish what someone started with me. That I would. And I used to tell my kids that because I knew what I went through. And I can say my kids weren't bullied. Thank God. They would stick up for themselves. I said, don't ever bully anyone, and you're always for the underdog. If you see someone making fun of somebody, maybe that is special needs, or, just maybe one that is kind of a loner or whatever, and if you see someone hurting them or being mean to them, you be their friend and you stick up for them. You never start anything, but you finish it. Now, like I've said before, would I say that in this day and age? I don't know, because the way it was when I was a kid and the way it was when my kids were young, it wasn't, where they had actual weapons, if you get my drift. Today's a lot different than it used to be. So, but I'm saying back in the day, I would take care of business. Because I was so mad at that point that I just wouldn't tolerate it. I don't know why they bullied me. I think bullies can sense because believe it or not, when I was really young, I was very shy. I know that's probably hard to imagine, but I was. And I think they can detect that, and they like to prey on it. If they think that if they can get it over on you, you know what I mean? And so it was fun when I really did a 180. I mean, I was one that, I had really long hair, no makeup, just, everyday run of the mill. And then when I changed and thought, I'm done with this. And it was like a switch. I'm not joking. I dyed my hair jet black, was wearing leather, was the eye makeup was like black, black eyeliner. You can envision what I'm talking about. My hair was ratted to the sky. Yeah, it was a complete change. Some people didn't even know who I was anymore, because this happened in the summer when I was going into 8th grade. And yeah, it was a completely transformation. Yeah, we were talking about Karen Carpenter, and then we got on to bullies. Well, that's the thing. I mean, she was skeletal, truly skeletal. And she did not see herself. They see themselves. It's weird. I don't know why they don't see it, but they don't see it the way people on the outside see it. Hey, Mups, are you off work? How's work going? Hey, buddy. Oh, good. Did you guys, where you lived, did you have like lowriders and surfers? Because where I lived, you had usually two people before Woodstock and the hippie movement happened, but it was either lowriders or surfers. Well, I was a lowrider, hence the hair ratted to the ceiling and black eye makeup. Yeah, but I was considered I was a lowrider. Oh, yes, and Muppets got me started on a Handmaid's Tale. You guys, I was up until 7:30 one morning watching it the night before, all the way into the morning. I am hooked. Has anyone been watching The Handmaid's Tale? I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. It is something else. I can't wait for the next season. But then there's another one that she wrote, the book she wrote, Testament. And I guess it's kind of a spinoff from Handmaid's Tale, because the same people are going to be in it, which is great. The same cast of characters. Yes, on Hulu. Hi, Alicia. How are you? How are you since surgery? I hope you're doing well. And if you could hit that like button. Hi, Stacy. How are you? You guys, if you haven't watched it, oh man, you got to watch it. It's nobody, Angie. It's nobody. Here we go. It's nobody. Angie. The old bulldog. You're okay? You're still recovering? Okay. Bitey, have you been with the grandkids? Oh my gosh, and all the people with those tornadoes, the storms, oh my Lord. Just awful. Just terrible. I wonder if Florida's going live tonight. She's kind of just, she does her thing whenever. She's kind of like I am. It's just a hit and miss. I never have a set time, date, month. You're watching the story. Is it over now, Muppets? Oh, I'm so happy for you, Bitey. Jason, my son, he texted me yesterday. He goes, I miss you, Mom, because, you know, with his wife, you know, all she's going through and all. And she was in the hospital again the other day because whenever her fever gets more than 101, they put her in the hospital immediately under the circumstances. But as soon as she's feeling better, I'm going to go over there. And then I see Daisha, you know, of course, I see her every week. And then Jeremy, he just got back from Vegas. And so I know I'm going to be going up there pretty soon. Oh, thank God. But I saw some of the aerial views of places. It is unbelievable how fast that can rip through a town or whatever, and it's just total devastation. I mean, it is just heart-wrenching. I know, Wendy, huh? Then I've been watching Love on the Spectrum because my grandson having autism. Oh my gosh, those stories are so sweet. Oh, it's so sweet. And so anyway, I've been now watching that. Daisha's the one, she goes, Mom, you got to watch this. She goes, it's something else. So I've been watching that. But yeah. So that's it. I just thought I'd come on and say hi. See what everybody's doing. I got to get a video up, that's for sure. Oh, you do, Janae? Yeah, I love that show. Love on the Spectrum? That is, oh shoot, Daveda. Love on the spectrum. Love. Oh, dang. What was I watching it on? Netflix. Oh, it's so good. I told Daisha, I can just see London when he's older because he's becoming a teenager pretty soon. And he's starting to talk a little bit about girls. And I'm always teasing with him. And I told him, I said, well, wait a minute, London. I said, so you like this girl? And he goes, she's cute. And I said, she's cuter than me? And he goes, Grimmy, you're old. I go, wait a minute, dude. Whoa. Let's back that track up. What do you mean I'm old? He starts cracking up. He knows my sense of humor. And I said, London, I'm always supposed to be the prettiest. Grimmy. He calls me Grimmy. And I love teasing him. Oh, I love teasing him. But yeah, he is starting to like girls. He's going to be 12. And, I was telling Daisha, I wonder what he's going to be like. Because he's a teaser. He loves to tease. But he's also a hugger. And some kids on the journey are not huggers. They don't want to be touched. And he's just the opposite. So he's always coming up and hugging. So I think he's going to be more demonstrative. Well, I'm glad you're doing good, Justin. Yeah, I'm so happy to see everybody. I should start doing lives again at night. Shouldn't I? Remember I used to do them late at night? Oh, Daveda, you're slipping. You're slipping, Daveda. Well, I guess I'll go. I've been on here now almost 50 minutes. Oh, I know. Hasn't she grown, Bitey Cat? Oh my gosh, but she's still just as rambunctious as ever. And believe it or not, now Angie's the one that looks like she is, mellow. Remember how Angie used to be? Well, now Angie's more the mellow one, and this one is running circles. Yeah, I always used to go, when I did my lives, I'd go on late. I'm going to look into more making those spoon rings. Muppet sent me a couple videos to look at. Some of them are gorgeous. I didn't realize. I really didn't. But some of those rings, if you can get really antique-y looking spoons or forks, man, they are gorgeous. Gorgeous. But yeah, so I'm just putting my feelers out, now that I'm completely retired. Oh, that's right. You're on the East Coast because, yeah, when I used to go on, I'd go on at 10 or 11 at night. So that is late for the East Coasters. Yeah, but I do have to get back. I've got so many things in my mind to do, you guys. Oh, I'll get back to it. It's just getting my mind back focused. Oh, look at a cute picture. Look at that. Looks like Nemo. Ha! Look at that. Yeah, 3 hours difference. What the heck is that floating in space? You guys, do not forget about that documentary I told you about. Let me see if I can get back to it to show you again so you have it. Okay, see? Look at the name of it. It's the Carpenter's Story Location Tour Part 1. Justin Root. See that? Justin Root, R-O-O-T, and that's him down there in that first box. It's a 3-part. I'm only on to the part 1, as you can see. It's almost done with part 1. But I'm telling you, if you like the Carpenters, it is so I have never heard some of the stuff. I mean, some of it I did, but a lot of the stuff he's talking about. Okay, see here. Okay, wait. See there where you can see behind him where it says close to you? It's an apartment building. It's in Downey, okay? Well, Karen and Richard both bought the apartment complex across from one another, the whole complex. And one is close to you, and the other side is we've only just begun. Those are the apartment, and it's still named those today. And that's what he's standing in front of right now. For the Carpenters Pussycat, it's Netflix. And for Love on the Spectrum, that's Netflix as well. And for Handmaid's Tale is Hulu or Amazon Prime, Mups? Was it Amazon Prime? So yeah, definitely watch this. You can watch him on YouTube. This is where he is, you guys. This here is from YouTube, and I just watched it on my television. But if you go on to YouTube and put in Justin Root, the Carpenter's Story, and just put the whole thing, the Carpenter's Story location, or just Justin Root, you'll see it. But it's a 3-part. And then when we get together, we can talk about it again. But yeah, I am so hooked on her. Anyway, all right, that's it. I love you guys. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it so much. And I'll try to come on more than what I've been coming on. And maybe I'll do one of my DIYs live instead of a video. But I don't know. I don't know what the traction would be. If it would be better to do the video, just the video, and then just come on live talking. I don't know. I don't know. Yes, it's a 3-part documentary. All right, guys, remember the world's a better place because you're in it. Don't ever forget that. There's only one you, and you bring something to this world nobody else can. I'll talk to you soon, guys. Love you all. Love you. Good night.